Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having a fantastic day. Today we're gonna be playing MW3. Now we are 2 days away from the full release of Modern Warfare 3. Now this right here is the early gameplay that I have from way back, pretty much when the beta was out, basically. But today we're gonna be talking about Modern Warfare 3 major problem. Is basically not SBMM, you guys. Like, yes, SBMM is not Modern Warfare 3 major problem. So this is my opinion right here, you guys. So one of the things that I noticed about Call of Duty Modern Warfare is that they actually have a lot of problems. It's not just SBMM, it's XDefined, it's the final, but things that actually work for Call of Duty right now is being removed. For example, DMZ, you guys. DMZ is one of the things that has been, really encouraged within the Call of Duty community. A lot of people that recently start getting into DMZ because you get to explore, you get to, scavenge. It's like an open world, and then you can do so much. You can start looting, you can, fight the AIs, you can fight players, and this is one of the things that actually people like. So this feature right here, this mode right here, has been removed from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, at least for now. And I think this is one of the major problems that Call of Duty is going to have, because this is one of the things that was bringing audience to Modern Warfare. Now, another thing that is, another issue for Call of Duty. Now, I'm going to touch on all the issues in a minute, you guys, but I just want to say, Warzone, as you can see right here, Warzone is one of the main issues that Call of Duty has, you guys. Warzone focuses too much on competitive grinding, being the last man standing or the last group standing, last squad standing, and it becomes very competitive. And for the people that don't have a really good squad, you guys, people that play solos or people that just not that great at Battle Royale, they actually suffer from the developers, the creators focus so much on Warzone that you feel like whatever you're playing is mainly for Warzone. So the weapons that you get, the attachments that you get, you're pretty much unlocking all that so you can play Warzone, and you already have an attachment, you have your loadout, you pretty much have everything that you need to play Warzone. So it's like the multiplayer is like the first step into you jumping to a Warzone match. So it's like everything is surrounding Warzone. So I feel like the multiplayer focus part is second to Battle Royale. Now let me go ahead and focus on all the problems that Modern Warfare 3 have. And I'm not going to touch on every single one of them, but I'm going to touch on like 3 or 4, because these are the major problems that people have. And it's not SBMM, you guys. SBMM is not the major problem on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, this is one of the problems that Modern Warfare 3 is going to have. Now, if we thinking about other problems, now we're talking about XDefined, we're talking about the finals, and obviously we're talking about Warzone. So those are 3 things right there that I focus. They are going to go ahead and mention why some of these things are major problems for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, we're going to include SBMM and skill-based matchmaking in there. So if we're going to add that one, then it's 4 major problems. Now, let me go ahead and touch on XDefined. So XDefined, as you guys know, was developed by, recently known by the people that create Call of Duty. We all know that. These are the people that used to work for Infinity War. They created that, basically the game that kind of we like, the 6v6, fast-paced comeback. That's what Call of Duty was about. So I feel like they bringing that to the table makes a lot of people question, like, yo, should I just play XDefined and play that 6v6? I don't have to worry about no Battle Royale focus. I don't have to worry about insane skill-based matchmaking. And I can just focus on that 6v6 comeback. It's fast-paced, it's fun, graphics look great, the weapon balance look great. So like, why not play that? So that is one of the reasons why MW3 has a problem with XDefined, because that's going to take some players away from Modern Warfare 3. Now, when we're talking about the finals, if you guys know, the finals recently had a beta. If you guys don't know what the finals is, go ahead and search on YouTube. The final is I believe it was a 6v6, 3v3. I think the mode that we played was a 3v3 or 4v4 player comeback, and it was very fast paced, few abilities in there. The weapon looks amazing, they feel amazing. The gameplay is just like similar to XDefined in my opinion, but I think it might be a little faster than XDefined. I'm not sure. Maybe y'all can, don't quote me on that. But X-Defined and Defined are two games coming out probably this year, right? And those are two games that Modern Warfare 3 basically is going to be competing. But the fact that they're going to be doing what Call of Duty used to do, which is that 6v6 focus, fast pace, movement, all that stuff, weapon balancing, not crazy skill-based matchmaking, and not battle royale focus. They're going to be doing that. And if people wants to play something like that, because that's what we fell in love with as far as Call of Duty, they're going to be leaving to that, to play that. Now, as far as Warzone, you guys, I gotta touch on this big thing about Warzone. You guys didn't know, Warzone has been the biggest problem on Call of Duty. The reason is, you guys, because Fortnite came out, and then you had Apex Legends, and Call of Duty wanted to compete with something like that. And at first it had worked, don't get me wrong. Warzone 1 was so epic. I myself fell playing, fell into playing more Warzone towards the end than the multiplayer. Once the multiplayer had kind of like died because everybody was focused on Warzone, they had no choice but to jump into Warzone. And we ended up having fun. It was fun just jumping in there with your friends, trying to, get that W, everything like that. It just felt great, especially when you drop a high kill gameplay. So Warzone was fine. But now it's like everything that they're doing is to promote Warzone. Everything that they're doing is to focus on Warzone. So besides the skill-based matchmaking, which is one of the issues, Warzone is taking away so much from the community. Let me give you guys an example. Have you guys noticed that the ground war maps, if you look at the ground war maps coming out for the new Call of Duty, are all based on the Warzone area? They did not create any new ground war map straight from scratch for the new Call of Duty game. They literally took pieces from Warzone, and they basically, that's how they created ground war. So they can go ahead and take different sections from Warzone, from the new Warzone map, and anytime they have to drop a ground war map, they're just gonna take a section of that, which is not a bad idea if you don't want to worry about creating a brand new map. The only problem is as a player, as a content creator, we notice that you're not dropping a new content. You're just reusing a section that you already have from the current map. The same thing with the 6v6. They're gonna go ahead and use maps. I guarantee you, they're gonna use 6v6 maps from the Warzone. So you're gonna see different maps that drop for the 6v6 mode, and it's gonna be pieces of the Warzone. So it's like they focus so much on the ground war, and not the ground war, but the Warzone map and the Warzone stuff, that they not worrying about dropping brand new content. So to me, that creates a divide, split within the community. You're gonna have people focus mainly on the Warzone, you're gonna have people focus mainly on the multiplayer. But once you play the multiplayer for like 2-3 months, I guarantee you people are gonna like drop the multiplayer, and they're gonna strictly focus on Warzone. And that's because they know the end game is basically Warzone. It's like when you play a story mode, like for example like the Division, and you play the whole story, the whole campaign, and it's a little bit open world, but you know the end game is not replaying the stories, grinding for those weapons, for those exotic weapons, for those gear sets. So you're gonna be playing certain modes. So the end game for Call of Duty is not the multiplayer. The multiplayer is like the story, is the beginning. The end game is the Warzone. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that Call of Duty has. They focus so much into Warzone that when you add skill-based matchmaking, when you add some of the games that are coming out, that creates a lot of issues for Modern Warfare 3. Now, don't get me wrong, we're still going to play it, but we just don't know how great it's going to be. But anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. And we'll see you guys next time on the next one.